Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me video. That is why I look like this right now, because this is how I really look before I get ready. My hair is a hot mess and a half. And yeah, I have a new space. So I was really frustrated because my videos were looking really dark up against that navy blue wall. So the navy blue wall is over there and this wall was gray. So what I did is I just kind of like flipped it around where I film, so my videos can be a little bit brighter and stuff like that. So I'm really happy with the change. I think it'll make my videos look a lot better. So that is what I'm really excited about. Today I have some new makeup to try with you guys. I got them from this website or this app really called Hush, and it's really funny how I even found out about this app. So they emailed me and they wanted me to check out their app and possibly do a video. So I did, and the app is really cool because you can get like high-end stuff and really inexpensive stuff and kind of everything in between, and some also like really cheap, or not even cheap, but just like some indie brands that you don't find anywhere else. And so I thought it was really cool, and so I checked it out and I emailed them back. Well, I'd never heard anything again. So I don't know, this video isn't with them or anything. I don't know what that's about, but I made an order anyway because I found some LA Color stuff, and some different things that I wanted to try on there. So I just placed an order with them anyway. And then, what else do I want to talk about? Oh, this robe. You guys, yes, I know I kind of look like a cougar, like whatever, I don't even care. I really wanted a robe. I don't know why, but I did. And so I got this one at Target. This is the only print they had available in my store that I was at, but I didn't even care. It is the softest thing ever. It is by Gilligan and O'Malley, and I love the sweatpants from that brand, like their lounge pants. They are so soft. And so this robe, oh my gosh. I have lived in this robe ever since I got it. I'm not joking. And it's amazing because it's not super thick to where you feel like as you're getting ready, like if you curl your hair, straighten your hair, you don't feel like you're sweating in it, but you also don't feel like it's still warm. You know what I mean? It's so good and it's so soft. So I will link it down below for you guys. Oh my gosh, it's just the best. And it comes down to like mid-calf on me, so it is longer, which I love because I am a taller girl, so a lot of the time like short robes are just way too short on me. But this is like seriously the softest thing ever, and it kind of makes me giggle. The leopard print does, just because it is a little like cougarish. I don't even care. It's just so fun. So anyways, this robe, I'm obsessed with it. But I also want to get ready because I need to for church, and I have some new makeup to try. So let's go ahead and get started with the makeup. Alright, I brought you guys in a little closer. I'm just going to throw some tape on the eyes. I really want to talk about New Year's resolutions with you guys. I don't know if I really like the word resolutions, but just honestly kind of like goals. I have some, I feel like I have to sneeze. I'm just using the Essence I Heart Stage eyeshadow primer. But I have some. So my first one is have self-control. And it's not even so much with food. I mean, I think everyone, you know, at the start of the new year, they try to be healthier and blah, blah, blah. And it is like I really want to you know, when I sit down to eat and I'm getting different helpings of food, you know, do I like really checking in with my body and asking myself, like, am I still hungry or am I full? You know, because I can always save food for later. And I think that's something that I really struggle with. So I want to try to just have more self-control, but not just with food, also with like shopping. You know, like when I buy makeup, I know, and I know this video is about new makeup, so it's kind of contradictory, but I know that, you know, I'll say sometimes like, oh, I need it for the channel, or oh, I have a coupon. But I really want to stop and ask myself, like, is this a good financial decision? Even if it is a really cheap, you know, something, ask myself, like, do I really need this? Because I do have a lot of makeup, and, you know, maybe it's just about being more creative with video ideas and not always buying new stuff. So that's another thing that I kind of really want to have like self-control on. Alright, so I have my tape on and my eyes are primed. Now I have two new eyeshadow palettes to talk about. I picked up this one from LA Colors. This is the Sweet 16 color eyeshadow palette, and the one Brave. I think they have like 4 different ones, and this is the Brave one. And then I also picked up this Midsummer Night 30 color eyeshadow collection from the brand Bad Habit. Beau Addiction on, she's here on YouTube and she has an Instagram. She always talks about these different indie brands like Bad Habit and Beauty Creations and stuff. And so I wanted to try out some different things from them. So this is kind of reminiscent of the Too Faced Natural Eye palette. No, what is that? Romantic palette? Natural Romance? No. Shoot, what is that called? I don't remember, but it's reminiscent of that. So I think what I'm going to do is I might do like a little mixture of both today. I don't know. Let's see here. Ugh. Okay. My nose is so stopped up today. I don't know what's going on. Okay, I'm going to go in with the shade Wings from the Bad Habit palette. You know what palette I'm talking about from Too Faced though? It's like that really large, cannot think of the name right now. It's that really large palette they put out. It had like, it was very like woodsy on the front. That blends pretty well. Okay, so back to goals. Another one of my goals is to gossip less. I feel like I am very bad about that, especially around certain people. There are just certain people in my life that I tend to gossip more around, and I just don't like it. It just kind of leaves a bad taste in my mouth. So I really want to try to get better at that. Also, like, spend less money and give more money. That's obviously something that I feel strongly about. What else? Another one. Oh, my social anxiety. So I don't know if you guys like really know this about me, but I have really bad social anxiety. I have a very like close circle of friends. Like I just have a few friends. I've never been one to have like a bunch of like friends, you know. I always just kind of keep my circle really tight. But recently I've noticed like more and more I don't want to go out and meet new people, and I get really anxious about that. And I think it became really obvious now that I'm in a relationship. I know how much that's affecting him, because like he'll want to go do something with some new people, or he'll, you know, like he's in school to be a pastor, and so he wants to go network, or he wants to go hang out with these different people, and I get really anxious and I don't want to go. And so I think I've noticed now more so than ever like how prevalent it really is in my life, just because he hasn't even said anything, but it's just like I've become aware of how much it's affecting him. And so I'm like, whoa, I really need to work on this. So that is something that I definitely want to work on this year, is just overall my social anxiety and, you know, trying to get better at that. I'm not really sure what shade I want to use in this palette next, because out of 30 shades, you only get, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 7 mattes. So I'm not sure like what other colors in my crease I want to do. So I might go into this Sweet 16 palette from LA Colors. And I might take this shade. It's kind of like the one I just used in the other palette, but a little bit darker. So I'll just kind of throw this in the crease too. I don't even know like what kind of look I really want to go for today. But I'm really impressed with these LA Colors shadows. It's been a while since I've used LA Colors shadows. I used to be obsessed. They have those like little 6-pan ones you can find at the Dollar Tree, and in high school I was obsessed with the warm one. It had like peaches and stuff in it, and I was legit obsessed with it. I wore it all the time. And this one you're getting 9 mattes, right? Let's see, I think I counted right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9 mattes and then 7 shimmers. So you're getting more mattes in this shade. Okay. Let's see here. What do I want to do? Maybe I'll go back in. I don't even know what I'm doing. Maybe I'll go back into this palette and use a shimmer. They have some like different formulas in here. So they have like some what looks like pressed pigments, and then they have some like sparkly shades, and then they have some just like pure shimmers in here. Kind of want to go in with the shade, let's see here. Kind of want to do one of the pressed pigments just because they do look really cool. Let's see, what does Wonder look like and what does Vexed look like? Ooh, those are pretty. Super metallic though. I don't know which one I want to do. Vexed is on the bottom and Wonder's on the top. Okay. Let's go in with Wonder. I'm going to take my MAC 247 brush. This brush My computer's doing all the weird things over here, sorry. Just take this. It's kind of chunky, so we'll see how it applies. I don't know. Oh, wow. Okay, it actually applies pretty nicely. Don't hate it. Alright, so let me think of some other, what are my other goals? I've written them down in the front of my planner. I got an Erin Condren one for this year. I got an Erin Condren one for last year as well, and I just became obsessed. And so I got another one, and I love this planner so much. Okay, so wait, I said gossip less, self-control, spend less, give more, social anxiety. I know there's more. I feel like there's one more and I don't know what it is. I can't remember. It's probably not a good sign, right? Oh. Or maybe there's not any. Wait. I don't know. Maybe there's not. Maybe I'm nuts. Well, but anyway, so those are my main ones that I really want to work on this year. And I just feel like, you know, it's just good to have those goals and really, you know, like, kind of just stay focused. And that's something else, I guess, that's a goal, is like in my planner, it's like before every month you can write down like new goals or whatever. But what I want to do is at the end of every month, I want to sit down and I want to look at my New Year's resolutions and really ask myself, like, did I make progress this month? Which ones do I need to work on? So I really can just stay focused and hopefully achieve the ones that I did set for myself. Now that the lid shade is done, I want to go back in with this Sweet 16 palette, and I want to take this like matte light purple right here and just sort of like run that on the outer corner and into the crease a little, just to add some more cool tone back into the look, because I don't want it to be a super warm eye. I want there to be some sort of like cooler tone to it. So now, there's not really like a deep matte color in this palette though, so I'm going to go back in with the Midsummer Night one. I am doing totally just like a mix right now. And take one of my e.l.f. crease brushes. They're super like tiny little crease brushes. And I'm going to take this shade over here called Foolish. It's a nice matte brown, like a dark chocolate. It is a little bit warm though. It's not like a neutral brown. It's definitely got some warmth in there. So I want to just add that on the outer corner. This look is kind of just neutral and it's not really exciting, but I just kind of really wanted to test out the formula of these shadows more so than anything today. Okay, so there's the overall eye look. I don't hate it. I definitely think it's, you know, it's neutral, but it's blended really well. I was actually really impressed with both formulas and those eyeshadow palettes. I thought that they were really, really pretty. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to do my eyeliner off camera. I'm just using my Milani Stay Matte eyeliner. So I'm going to do a wing really quick, and then I will be back because I have a new primer and a new foundation to try with you guys. So now moving on to the face. I have a new primer. Well, it's new to me. I think it's been on Jordana's website for a while, but it's the Prime No Pores Pore Refining Face Primer from Jordana. And it says minimizes pores and reduces redness, hydrates skin with a non-greasy feel, and extends the wear of makeup, does not clog pores. So let's try this out and see how this works. Oh, I don't know. We shall see. Okay, it's like a lotion. It's not necessarily like one of those dimethicone type primers, you know. I'm gonna put it right here. Oh, it smells weird. I didn't notice it until I like really like breathed in with my nose. Oh. Oh, I don't like that. And I smell it like on my face. Let me get a close-up mirror here and get it out of my drawer. Maybe. See if it did anything to my skin. Nope, didn't really fill in anything. See, I'm so harsh with pores, like no, like pore refining primers. Yeah, no, didn't really do anything, and it smells like blah, like really bad. Okay, for foundation, we're just gonna try to move on. I need to clean my hands or something. It's like chemicals. It smells terrible. I don't know if I want that on my face. I'm scared. But I guess I'll leave it. I don't know. Okay. I'm going to try for foundation the LA Colors Truly Matte Long Wearing High Pigment Foundation. So I've heard some okay things about this. I just got this shade, what did I get? Porcelain, I think? Yeah. And this was the lightest shade they had. It's going to probably be too light for me, but we'll just bronze up the skin. Like I always say, it's better to go too light than too dark. Don't want to look like an Oompa Loompa. Okay, why is the pump not working? Just try to move that around a little. Wait, I hear it. There we go. All right. All right, it's a thicker consistency for sure. Oh yeah, it's really light, but that's okay. All right, I'm gonna take a sponge and just start blending this out. So, do you guys believe in resolutions, or are you guys like, no, you break them, don't make them type of thing? I haven't really made them so much in the past, but I feel like as I get older, which, I mean, I'm not old, I'm only 25, but I feel like each year I just start to kind of like know myself more, and I just become more self-aware with each year that I am alive. So I think that because of that, I'm more aware of like things I need to work on or things that I truly do want to change about myself. Or, you know, like just things I want to accomplish. I just think I become more aware as I age, which I think is pretty normal. I feel like most people, you know, that happens. But I mean, if you guys have any resolutions, leave them down below and we can all kind of like encourage each other and, you know, help each other out. This foundation though, like it doesn't look terrible in person. Then I look on camera, on the viewfinder or my computer or whatever, and I'm like, whoa. Hello, Casper. You're looking a little much today. But once I bronze and stuff, hopefully it won't be too bad. But this foundation, it doesn't really like spread very well. So I'm just taking like little bits at a time to just blend in to the skin. Okay, so it has pretty good coverage. What does it say about coverage? Does it say anything? No, it says it's high pigment though. I would say yeah, but it doesn't necessarily spread very well and it's not like super full coverage. So, I'll grab my towel. So what I'm going to do is I still need to conceal, obviously, some blemishes. So I'm going to take my, if I can find it, my NYX Gotcha Covered Concealer. And I just squeeze some on the back of my hand. And then kind of just dot it on the areas where I need it. And just sort of blend it in a little bit more. If you still see stuff, you still see stuff, like whatever. Okay, now for corrector, I'm going to use this True Match Super Blendable Correcting Concealer from Loreal. This is not my fave, to be totally honest with you. I don't love it. But it's alright. I'm really trying it out because I really want to know like how I feel about it, you know? And it's just not my favorite. And then I'm going to take a little Maybelline Age Rewind, which, funny fact, is I think that they're coming out with more shades of this. I saw like on their Twitter. So that's pretty exciting. I don't even blend out the corrector first. I just sort of, you know, throw that on. Take my sponge again and just blend it out. I hope you guys like the new background. I mean, I really was thinking about it, like changing it up and like trying to look around my room and figure out like how I was going to move stuff around. And then I was helping my sister move yesterday into their new house, and she was like, you know, we were talking about my videos and stuff, and she was like, I really think you need to lighten your videos up. Like, they're just so, that navy blue wall makes it so dark. And I was like, I know, I've been wanting to move it for a while. But so last night I kind of figured it out, and I eventually, you know, got it to work. So, okay, to set the under eyes, I'm going to go in with this Kokie Powder Contour Palette. I talked about this in my everyday makeup drawer. So I want to take this shade right here. These two shades are kind of too light, like even the yellow one is. And so I like to just take that first one that's like a peachy, like really light peachy tone, and just sort of set it. Even the yellow, it turns out to be too dark on my skin. So even though it doesn't look like it would be that dark of a banana shade, it is. Okay. And then to set the overall like whole face, I'm going to go in with the Covergirl Vitalist Healthy Powder. I recently just reviewed a bunch of Covergirl stuff, so I'll link that video. But this is a hair too dark for me, so I feel like with this foundation being a little light, hopefully this powder can like kind of balance it out a little and make it look alright. I can't get over those eyeshadows. I really was impressed by them. Didn't really have high hopes, not gonna lie. Mean as that is, especially for the LA Colors one, just because, you know, it's like super cheap and you're just like, oh. But it was actually really good, so my foot is in my mouth. Okay, for bronzer, I'm going to go in with this palette as well. I'm going to go in with the middle shade to bronze. Just hit the high points of the face. Not really contour, but just kind of warm up the face a little bit. And I am going to contour just a little bit. I'm going to take this shade right here. It's a more cooler tone shade. And I just like to sort of contour the cheekbones really quick. That's the thing. When I contour, I'm not like a super like chiseled contour type of person. I just sort of throw some stuff on and hope for the best. Okay, now I'm excited. So blush and highlight, I have a new product. So I picked up the LA Color So Cheeky Blush and Highlight Palette. I got the one Pink and Playful. I think there was like 4 different ones of these. So that is what it looks like. The only matte blush is this one, and the rest have some shimmer in it. And then you get 2 different colored highlighters. So I think what I'm going to do is take my blush brush here, and I'm going to go in with, let me think here. I might go in with this blush on the end here. And just sort of, I always go in with blush like lightly first because you never know how pigmented it's going to be. Okay, maybe I need a little bit more. It's definitely a really light pink. It's a lot lighter than I thought it was going to be. There we go. See, I like a punch with blush, so I gotta have some color. Okay. Now for highlight, I think I'm going to go in with this one, the lighter one. Okay. That's pretty highlighty. I do say so myself. Okay, we're going to move on to brows now. Now I'm going to use this retractable pencil from Wet n Wild. This is their newer brow pencil that I reviewed in all the Wet n Wild, or in the video where I reviewed all the Wet n Wild stuff. So I'm just going to do this spoolie. I like the blush and the highlighter. It's very like icy, and it's definitely something that it's a lot cooler than I'm kind of used to wearing. But it's not bad. So I'm just going to fill in these brows with this pencil really quick. I do really like this pencil because it has that angle on there. I think it does make it a lot easier to fill them in. I talk really slow when I do my brows because I'm like focused. Don't have Sharpie brows. So it makes it really easy to fill in. And I have the shade Ash Brown. So, and I feel like it's a pretty good match. It's definitely not too dark. It's not too warm. It's good. So really easy to fill in. I'm going to go ahead and do the other one. Okay, so brows are filled in. I'm going to set them with my NYX Control Freak Brow Gel. I feel like this one's looking a little darker than that one. But I'm not going to use my Maybelline Brow Highlighter Crayon today because I want to try out some shadows, and I just want to make sure I can see like how the shadows truly perform. So we're not going to do that today. Alright, so let's go ahead and do the rest of the eye look. So I'm going to go in with the Midsummer Night palette, and I'm going to take the shade Foolish that we used. It's like that matte brown, and put that on the outer part of the lower lash line and kind of connect the wing a little bit so it looks a little bit more like seamless. I'm gonna take let me clean this brush. I'm gonna take the shade Wings, which is like the very first transition shade that we used, and just sort of blend out that color a little. Really pretty. It's just like a nice, kind of natural, but like a little bit darker, just blown out look. And honestly, these shadows blend very well. I'm really impressed. For the highlight shade, let's go back in with the LA Colors one. And I'm going to take, I think I'm going to take this one because it's not as light as this one up here. It's definitely got a little bit more depth to it. So I don't want it to be like really like, whoa. So let's put that right there. That looks really pretty. I'm happy with that. I'm really happy with the eye look. I don't know. I didn't know really what to expect, but I'm happy with it. Okay. What's next? Mascara. So let me go ahead and do that off camera. I'm just going to be using the same two that I've used forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Oh, but let's really quick. Let's do the waterline. I'm going to use my Essence Extreme Lasting Waterproof Pencil and But First Espresso. And I'm just going to waterline the outer, like, half of my lower lash line. I usually don't like to bring the eyeliner, like, all the way in, because I feel like it really closes out my eyes. But this, I feel like it kind of plays into the whole cat eye look that I like to do. And so it does kind of brighten everything. Not brighten, but it makes them look a little bit bigger in my eyes instead of just, like, completely, like, closed off. So, alright, let's go ahead and do mascara. I'll do that off camera, and then I will be back to finish the look with lips. Alright, mascara is done, and so now for lips. Okay, I purchased a couple different things. Well, I purchased one thing, and then one of them was like a free gift. So this is the LA Girl Lipify Stylo One Swipe Intense Creamy Color, and I got the shade... What shade are you? Why doesn't it say? Oh, it says it, Honeymoon. And then the free gift that came with my purchase was the Clean Color Madly Matte Lip Gloss. And doesn't say the shade name on there. It says 1629, so maybe that's the shade? I don't know. But I think I'm going to go with the LA Color or LA Girl one today. I just want to like, want something creamy on my lips. I don't want something really drying today. I'm just not into it. I am going to line really quick though with just the Wet n Wild Gel Lip Liner and Lay Down the Mauves. This lip liner, you guys, is really good. It's a really nice neutral color. This is one of their new shades and I love it so much. So I wanted to get this because I like the Catrice lip stylo that's kind of like this. And so I wanted to try a different brand. So this one, the Catrice one, you like click up. This you just twirl up, and it says it's non-retractable. So you got to use what you twirl up. So let's try it. Oh, wow. Okay, hello creamy. I just like tapped that on my lips and I was like, dang. This is probably one of the creamiest lip products I have ever used. I mean, now with that, it's so soft that you got to be a little bit careful, which I'm really glad I lined my lips because even then I'm still getting a little messy. But Holy cannoli. That was like creme. For setting spray, I'm going to use my CoverGirl one. I talked about this again in that CoverGirl video. And it has such a nice light cucumber scent to it. And the spritzer is so fine that you really do. You feel like you can just drench yourself in it. Oh, it does not taste good. Okay. That was terrible to taste. But you can drench yourself in it and you don't feel like really wet after it, which I like. That was kind of dirty, but whatever. Alright, so overall, what did I like, what did I not like? I'm really surprised with the eyeshadow palettes. Not so much the Bad Habit one, because I've seen swatches of this and I really did, like, I thought it looked really pretty. But the LA Colors one, just because LA Colors, you know, it kind of gets that rap of, like, being the Dollar Tree brand. And so I just think that, like, sometimes people underestimate it, and I'm definitely one of them. So I was really surprised by this, and I really liked the formula. The Cheeky palette, the So Cheeky palette, I liked. The blush color that I chose was a little bit lighter than I'm used to going, but it was really pretty. And I do have some deeper shades to play with if I want to, but the formula was nice. It wasn't, like, chunky or anything. The foundation, I liked the way it applied. I do like the finish on my skin. I think it looks really pretty. I'm not sure, obviously, how it's going to wear or anything yet, or how long it stays on because I haven't worn it yet. The primer smelled like chemicals, so I probably won't be using this again. Didn't really like it. And then the lip thing was so creamy, very, very surprising, but I liked it a lot. So that is it for this video, you guys. I'm gonna go like do my hair, get myself together here because I am a hot mess and a half right now. But yeah, I will link this robe down below because, oh my gosh, you need it in your life. I will link all of the makeup products down below for you guys. Thank you so much for just all the sweet comments lately. Some of them has like almost brought me to tears. You guys are just the nicest people. And that the fact that you take time out of your day to comment nice things to me just kind of blows my mind. The fact, like, because I'm someone, I watch a lot of videos, but I'll comment every now and then, but I'm not like an avid commenter, you know? And so the fact that you guys take time to do that is just really awesome. And it just, I don't know, like I love making these videos and it's so fun for me. And I love just like talking about makeup with you guys. And again, you guys have just been so sweet. So whoever said YouTube was like a mean world or like the beauty community is so negative and why am I like, no, that's just not true in my life. So I'm really just so thankful for you guys. I'm really excited for this year. I'm excited just to see where this kind of takes us and just everything else. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this video. I know I'm ending it not very put together, but whatever. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked it and I will catch you guys in my next one. Bye.